We're gunning up for a interesting race, hopefully. Welcome to the madhouse. I hope everyone is ready for the madness to ensue. Because I am ready. I am ready. I'm still getting to grips with the YouTube delay when I start a stream. I'm still getting to grips with that, but hello. How are we doing, Affy, Calf, Tom? Calf, I actually saw that I loaded the... I wanted to get the link for the stream yesterday. I'd scheduled this stream yesterday, and I clicked on it, and you'd already been in the chat saying hello. I was like, bloody hell, Calf's ahead of the game. He's 24 hours early. That's big commitment, that. I like that. I assumed that's what had happened, but I just... anyway, Calf, Tom, Affy, Shock as well. I hope you're all well. How are we feeling? Who are we thinking's going to win? Doppler, how you doing? I'm excited. I'm excited. I still think Max is going to win, mind you. I don't think anyone's going to beat Max, but if you want to put down your guesses, I'm not even sure if that's the right link, actually. Oh, it might be this one. That might be the right link. There you go. I am going to go for Max Verstappen first. I think Perez is going to finish second, but I think Alonso is going to be third. And then I think it's going to be Charles Leclerc. That's what I'm going to go with. I think. Probably. Do you think Stroll's going to be able to get past his issue? Oh, I don't know. I mean, Russell's got a chance to get on the podium, I'd say. I'd say it's pretty close between Ferrari, Aston Martin, and Mercedes. I'd say it's fairly close. But we'll see. We will see. I think Max will win. My gut instinct is that Max will win, but I think Fernando's going to be on the podium. Maybe Ferrari dropping off a little bit in the race. Tyre deg seems to be like their main weakness, I'd say. Unless they've got on top of it a little bit more, but... So, the one thing to mention, and this is actually mental, by the way, Charles Leclerc has already taken a new engine component. It's not part of the engine, per se. He's taken the battery storage. They've changed it overnight, for whatever reason. They've changed the new energy store, and he's only allowed 2 for the entire season. And they've already put the second one in overnight on Charles Leclerc's car. They noticed an issue on the data with the battery, so they've changed it, and they've sent it to Maranello for testing. Maybe they can reuse it. I don't know. But yeah, overnight, they're already changing one of the components on the Ferrari engine. Now, given how unreliable Ferrari's engine was last year, that's a little bit concerning. Yeah, Aston Martin are really good in the long run. Alonso had really, really good pace. So I think everyone should be wary of Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso will throw that car around to the maximum. And if there's a result to be had, he'll get it. For sure. For sure. So I think you've got to look at it like this. Red Bull, Aston Martin even, they've got Dan Fallows. That's his first time making the car, like, in his direction, I think. And he's come from Red Bull. So, you know, you can't just forget knowledge. You can't take intellectual property, but he was on gardening leave and everything. You can't forget technical knowledge of how to do things that you have in your head, you know? You can't just forget that. And you don't just forget it. So, yeah, interesting for Aston Martin. They are certainly going in the right direction. I said this on Discord, and this is the crazy thing. Aston Martin obviously have Mercedes engines. We all know that. But they also have Mercedes gearboxes. Oh, that's not a surprise. They're using their engine. They also use their rear suspension as well. So Aston Martin have produced a car that is 1.5 seconds quicker than last year, at least. And they're doing it using the same tools as Mercedes. And Mercedes have gone the other way. So the rear suspension, the gearbox, and the engine are from Mercedes. So Mercedes know that Aston Martin aren't doing anything crazy with their rear suspension because they use theirs. So front suspension, floor, aero. Oh, that's the crazy thing. They even use the same wind tunnel as Mercedes. So basically, Mercedes are like, yeah, fair play. You've had all the same tools as us, and you've produced a quicker car. So it's kind of embarrassing for Mercedes a little bit. I think it always is when a customer team that's even using some of your actual like suspension components is quicker than you. But Wilker said this, and it's true. After last year, they were obviously adamant that because there was a discrepancy between what they found on the car and what they were seeing on the track, and the car was bouncing. They had this problem. So they're like, okay, if we nail this problem down, we can get this car. And they worked at it, and they got closer. They won a race, and they were a lot closer. The problem was, over the winter, all the other teams haven't stood still. They've carried on developing. And Mercedes have gone, okay, we can make this work. We can make it work. And they've gone for another year. And we haven't even done the first race, and Toto Wolff's already thrown up the white flag. And he's like, yeah, this is shit. Yeah, it's shit. We tried it. Because they're now in a position where they're saying the car's good in the sense of there's no bouncing. Toto Wolff actually said, we've hit our targets. They actually hit the targets they wanted to achieve in terms of aero. And they're still 0.6 off. So it's quite obvious that they've gone down the wrong route. And that isn't even necessarily side pod related. Just their entire concept is obviously not right. They say they're lacking downforce. And there's even rumours now that Mercedes are going to bin off this upgrade that they're bringing. They're planning an upgrade for the first few races. Some say Baku, some say Imola. And there's even talk now that they're just going to scrap that completely and just work on a entirely new concept for next year. Which would be mental, because they're basically just straight away admitting defeat. Even before the first race, they'd be going, yeah, another year of pain. And it's only going to get worse as the teams develop their cars over the year. Ferrari, Red Bull, Aston Martin. If they did that, it would be really bad. Because they've got to make a decision. Do we carry on working on this car that we know, well, we now believe isn't quick enough? Or do we just go all out on next year? Because you can't do both under the cost cap. It's rough, man. It's rough. Well, it's rough for them. It's not rough for everybody else. Everybody else is laughing their tits off. But everyone else thinks it's hilarious. Mercedes, not so much. It's just stubbornness. I think it was stubbornness. They thought that their car was 1.5 seconds quicker than it was in the wind tunnel. And for whatever reason, that is not the reality. And they've stuck with it. Just stubbornness. They've stuck with it thinking, no, we can make it work. And they haven't. I don't know. I feel like it's still really defeatist of them, though, to, Toto Wolff coming out before the first race and being like, yeah, it's donezo. They haven't even done a race. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy. But they're further away in qualifying this year than they were last year, and they caught up all of last year. By the end of the season, they'd caught up. And now they're back to where they started because, yeah, it's not good. It's not good, is it? I think Mike Elliott's going to be in some trouble, I think Mike Elliott's got a case to answer for as the technical director. It'd be interesting to see whose decision it was ultimately to go down this route and whether, they've gone, no, we can make it work, we can make it work, we can make it work. It'd be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, how is everyone? Whoever I haven't said hello to. Wiggle, how you doing? Baby Jesus, hello. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's ready for the race. I will pause the start for like 10 or so seconds so that I'm not too far ahead of you guys. I know some of you will be watching on Now TV, which has a massive delay, and there's not much I can do about that. But I will stop. I will stop it for the rest of you. Soupy, how you doing? I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the start. Right. In the chat, who's going to... In fact, let's have a poll. Start a poll. Winner chicken dinner. I'm going to give you 4 options. I'm going to go Verstappen, Perez, Alonso. Which 4 do I go for? Verstappen, Perez, Alonso, and Leclerc? Obviously, there's other people that can win, but I can only have 4 options, so they're the only time. I think you'd be mad to bet against Verstappen, to be honest. I think
so just a quick reminder that
you'd be absolutely mental.
Surprised if you hear me talking to you on the formation lap because I am allowed to do that now.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. They're allowed to talk to the drivers on formation laps now. They changed it. They changed it so you could talk to drivers on formation laps. But Wilco is right. It's going to be a Red Bull, and I'm pretty sure, barring some sort of technical failure, that Red Bull will be Max Verstappen. I don't see Perez winning unless Max has an issue. So I think it's fair to say Max is going to win. I don't think anyone would be foolish enough to bet against that. You might want Alonso to win, but... Oh, baby. First race of 2023. I'm excited. The battle that we're going to be watching, though, guys, is really for 3rd place. I think Alonso, the 2 Ferraris and the 2 Mercedes, we want to see what happens with those. But I do think Verstappen will walk away with this quite comfortably. Quite comfortably. So everyone is on the soft tyre, bar from Kevin Magnussen on the hard. Okay.
Have a good race.
Interesting. Max, no. He DNF'd last year. I don't think it's going to happen 2 years in a row. Good afternoon, Robert. Right, I'm going to pause my feed for like 10 seconds. I'll do it when they get to the lap, actually. Now, apparently, yesterday, someone's already missed the chicane. Who's that? It was Lance Stroll. He missed the turn 10. What was I going to say? Yeah, Ferrari didn't go for a pole position lap. They saved the fresh set of tyres with Charles Leclerc. Everyone thought, well, that's for the tactics for the race. But apparently it's defensive. They don't think they can beat Red Bull. And so they saved a fresh set of softs with Charles Leclerc to stay ahead of Alonso at the start, which seems crazy defeatist. But, yeah. Lance Stroll missing turn 10. He just didn't get it stopped. Bloody hell. On the formation lap. That's not ideal. Apparently, he broke his toe, Lance Stroll, and fractured both wrists. Apparently, he fractured both wrists. That's what he said. He's got a metal something. I'm also rod is the right term. He's got like a metal support in one of his wrists. It's crazy. Right, they're starting to line up.
So it's your first race start. Have a good one. I'm sure it's going to be first race of many. And we'll do the best, okay? We'll be there for you. Take care, mate.
I'm sure it's going to be your first start of many. Well, I bloody hope so. Right? It's a weird thing to say. It's rough. Right, I'm going to give it a little pause now. For like 5, 6 seconds, 10 seconds, just so that I'm not too far ahead of you all. But then we are a go. All right. That's all you're getting. The lights are going. I'm going to take that off for a second. Good start from Verstappen. Terrible start from Perez. Oh, oh. Oh my God, that was close. I think George Russell had a bad start, did he? What the hell was that? Lewis is ahead of Alonso? Oh, it's contact. Oh, he's got a puncture, has he? No. Oh, Alonso's struggling. I think he's got a problem. He was hit by Stroll, of all people. We'll see. Maybe he's okay. Maybe he's all right. I'll put the standings back up now. I don't even know why I paused my feed. You guys can pause the stream, can't you now? Because it's on YouTube. I don't even need to pause it. It was a good start for Hamilton. He made a few positions. Leclerc got ahead of Perez critically. I thought Sainz was going to jump him as well, but Alonso... Okay, Fernando Alonso's being told everything's all right with his car. Yellow flag already, sector 2. Russell's having a look at Hamilton. Yeah, Alonso seems to be okay, but he's down in 7th. It must be Stroll. Oh my God, he gave him a proper whack. Oh my God. I don't want to be in that debrief with Lance Stroll. You imagine if he'd given him a puncture? Imagine if he'd given him a puncture. Jesus. Oh, he was so lucky he didn't give him a puncture. So lucky. Alonso's struggling a little bit now. We'll see how that carries on. Max Verstappen is already miles ahead. 2-second lead straight away. Oof. Lap times a 1:37.9 from Verstappen. A 1:38.7 from Leclerc. Everyone else is in the 38s. Hamilton's in the 39s. Max is in the 37s. Okay. Okay. Yeah, K-Mag's on Hadz, and he's in 19th, so it didn't go that well for him. Yeah. So watch this start again. It looked like one of the Ferraris moved to me.
Possible. Some contact on the front, but I'm not sure.
Understood. We'll check the data.
I just see what happened to George Russell. Did he just get a bad start or what? Yeah, Russell just got a really bad start. Yeah. It's not the start Aston would have wanted, no. Alonso, I've been hit. They can't do that. Yeah, it was your teammate, Fernando. Awkward. Oh, yeah. That was Nico Hulkenberg losing his wing, was it? Eek. How you doing, Lawman?
We've got track slippery out of turn 10. They'll be on the left-hand side. Stay right.
Oh, Max is miles ahead. Like, it's 4 laps and he's 3 seconds ahead. Jesus Christ. This is not even going to be a close race. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be a close race, but still, like, he's pulling away like he's in a different formula. Like, yeah. Mental. Hey, Buffett. I think Hamilton might have dropped out of DRS of Sainz now, so the Mercedes are going to be fighting, I reckon. Because Russell's going to have DRS and Hamilton's dropped from behind Sainz, so... Yeah, Hamilton's already defending early on. Oh, big lockup. Mercedes are just going to lose time fighting now, though. But it doesn't look like they have the speed anyway, so I don't think it really matters. They were holding on to Ferrari early on, but they've started to drop now. They just don't have the pace. They're doing 39s. Well, the thing is, the development penalty, they basically overspent in a budget cap. And the development penalty meant nothing, really, because they already had such a good car. So, yeah.
How does the car feel, Nico?
Yeah, pace is high. Sliding more than I would like.
Yeah, copy that. We're looking at a few things. Just try and get into a rhythm, and we'll try and help you.
Yeah. Perez is right behind Charles Leclerc now as well. Charles Leclerc had a big lockup into turn 1. Perez. Yeah, Perez is going to be close to Charles Leclerc here. Max is just chilling, man. He doesn't even need to push. He's so far ahead. He doesn't need to push. He really doesn't. Like, he's got... It's going to be... Honestly, it's going to be the easiest win he's ever had, I think. I can't believe they're so much further ahead than what they were last year. It's mad, isn't it? It was so close last year between Ferrari and Red Bull, and now they're miles quicker. I hope it's not going to be like that the entire season. Everyone will be like, oh yeah, we did. Oh my god, the Mercedes aren't dominating. Oh great, so you've given it to another team now. Like, it's not really achieved anything in terms of, you know what I mean? All we've done is swap one team for another. But so far, anyway, it's just one race. We don't need to get carried away. Hopefully it will be closer at other tracks. Hopefully. Logan Sargent is up in 13th, by the way. He's up 3 positions. Albon's up 4 into 11th. So both Williams are doing pretty well. Norris did drop down to 12th. It's all right. That's looking pretty good for both Williams. Like, Haas is in 15th and 20th, but Magnussen did start on the hard tyre, so... Yeah. Nick de Vries is in 19th. Hasn't really made any progress. Those Alpines aren't looking too great, though, are they? Gasly's struggling down in 18th. Not that his old team are doing much better, so... You know, it is what it is, but... Yeah. What's interesting me is that, you know, Max is pulling away at a rate of knots, but Perez hasn't got past Charles Leclerc yet. So that's quite curious to me, to be honest. That Williams car needs more sponsors, doesn't it? It looks bare. It needs a side pod sponsor. Nick de Vries, unless you don't count Nick de Vries as a rookie, but I still count him as a rookie. He has done a couple of Formula 1 races, but he hasn't done a season, obviously, so I still count him as a rookie. You've got Oscar Piastri, of course, and Logan Sargent. I think they're the only 3 rookies this year, right? I want to say. Sonoda reckons he's got a tear off in his side pod. That is not what you want.
Okay, Valtteri, don't worry about the Astons. We need to do our race.
Alonso isn't exactly closing the gap on Russell by as much as I thought. Yeah, Fernando Alonso, he's new to Formula 1, joining in at 41. How old is he? 41 now or 42? It's absurd. I could barely get up the stairs without jarring my back, and he's racing a Formula 1 car, and he's older than me. God. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. I tell you what, Magnussen's really playing the long game, isn't he, in 20th on those hard tyres? because he's lost positions, and he's dropped off the back of them, but he is on the hardest tyre, so he is going long. Oh, Russell's gone off.
Stay back on tyres when you can. Currently P11.
Is that Russell? Yeah, it's Russell. He's obviously
They're
Russell.
okay,
He's
but there
green.
is a going. I'm managing a lot, but it's necessary.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's still young. Yeah, he's quite old when it comes to sort of Formula One drivers.
Yeah, we're kind of just hanging here. Not much going on, so don't know if you want to think plan B.
Yeah, copy that. We're looking at...
Back feels quite high, rear and front as well.
So, George was asking if Lewis was managing or if he's just slow. And he's been told that Lewis is struggling. And that would kind of fit because he dropped off with that mistake and he's right back on him. Lewis does seem to be struggling a little bit. Like, the Mercedes are now down into the 1 minute 40s. 15 seconds off the lead in a 9 laps into the race. At this rate, Verstappen's going to lap everyone up to the top 5. Like, genuinely. So, yeah.
Just remember to drink.
Remember to drink. Alonso is now in DRS of Russell. Uh-oh. Yeah, but at least they're on plan A, Tom. They're not on plan Z. They're on plan A. Well, this is what I'm saying to you. Verstappen's got a 6-second gap. And Perez has now dropped off Leclerc as well. Max is saying his downshifts are giving him a bit of rear locking. That doesn't sound good. First pit stop. Pierre Gasly.
We are a bit stuck here on the train. You have to keep focus. Oh.
Well, that was a slow coming off on the front left. Yeah, 3.7 stop, not ideal. Lance Stroll's in 8th position at the minute, 7th and 8th. Bottas in 9th, hello. Yeah.
Go back to Strat 8, Max.
Strat 8.
The downshift change.
I mean, it's obviously not causing him a problem because his lead's increasing. Yeah, guys, I've got a problem with my downshift. It's causing rear locking. I'm still quicker than every other fucker on the track, though, so don't worry. I'm just letting you know that there is a problem. And I'm still so good that I'm still quicker. I'm just letting you know that there is a problem, but I'm still better. Guys, yeah, we've got an issue. I'm only quicker by 0.8 of a second per lap. I've got a real issue. Might need to box. Oh, Alonso might have Russell here, you know. Oh, why have we just switched? Why have we switched from Alonso to Norris getting 18th position? You having a laugh? What? Oh my God. We're just watching Alonso trying to get past Russell, and it switches to Piastri in 13th place. Like, are you having a laugh? Seriously. Sidebar, Norris has got an engine problem and he's pitted.
Oh man, I'm losing the rears and the low speed. It's a joke.
Okay, understood.
Oh! Alonso's putting the pressure on Russell now. Oh, he's all over him! He's all over him! Fernando may as well be climbing over the back of that gearbox. I actually think he's going to leapfrog him. I think he's just going to send his car over Alonso. Whoop. Russell saying his tyres are completely gone. They need to box. So tyre deg, not great then for Mercedes. Tyre deg, not great for Mercedes. That was one of their strengths last year, but... I mean, Alonso's getting past this lap. Ooh. So those tyres have done 12 laps of the race, but they've all done 2 laps, racing laps in qualifying as well. Esteban Ocon might not have been in the right grid position. Oh, God. I always wonder about that. When I'm watching Formula 1 and I see them coming to the grid, I'm like, how the bloody hell do they know the exact place where to go? I'd get it wrong.
Okay, tech is starting to kick in.
Understood.
Yeah. Well, it said Norris had an engine problem, but he's down in 18th because he pitted. So he pitted, but he put the hard tyre on and he obviously carried on. It wasn't a retirement issue. Piastri up to 11th. Hello. I mean, Alonso's all over him. He is all over him. Oh, they're boxing Lewis first? Oh, Russell's been fucking ruined there. How is Alonso not going past? They're losing a lot of time here, Russell and Fernando. Oh, he's got a much better drive. He's got him now, surely. Yeah, he's got him now. That was lovely. A lovely little fight there. Lovely little fight. Oh, oh, oh! What? Oh, shit! Ah, that was great. Love that. George wasn't giving that up. That was great. It was a great little fight. George is going to be a sitting duck to Lance Stroll now, I think. How did Hamilton's stop go? Hamilton's in 9th now, having pitted. Right behind Piastri. Oh, this onboard camera is good, isn't it? Oh, so good. That switchback. He's going past George Russell. He's right on his rear wing, and he's still altering the brake balance. These drivers are insane. He's on George Russell's rear wing, changes brake balance. As he's going past him into the next corner, he's looking where he is, changing brake balance the other way. It's crazy. Like, to have that mental capacity to be driving to the limit like that and still doing things on the steering wheel as well. It's so impressive. Right. Oh, it's a terrible stop for George. Ugh. Georgie boy.
Fernando, how are the tyres feeling now? How are the tyres?
Yeah, they feel okay.
Alonso saying his tyres feel okay. What? They're swapping Oscar Piastri's steering wheel. Oh my God, McLaren, please. McLaren. Lando's got an engine problem. They're swapping out Oscar's pissing steering wheel. He's in last place. Yeah, good. Oh, man. Oh, the engine's turned off. Oh, no. Max is pitting, but it looks like Piastri's out. It looks like Piastri's out. What? Max has gone into another set of softs. Yeah, Piastri's out of the race, guys. That's sad. That's sad. What tyres is Alonso going to go on then? Hards. Alonso's gone on hards, but Max has gone on to the softs. Interesting.
When I get very close in braking, the front just is like it has uplift.
I mean, just get Piastri out the car. He's bloody fucking 2 minutes down now. What's the point, like? Just get him out of the car, like. Yeah, George is quite a ways behind Lewis now because Lewis obviously stopped first and then George had a slow stop as well. Yeah, Ocon's got a 5-second time penalty and a screwed up front wing, so he's having a great time, isn't he? Russell is now right behind Fernando Alonso on hard tyres. Yeah, I mean, Piastri may as well get out of the car. There's just no point in even putting the stress on the car. Like, he's in last place, lost about 50 seconds. What's the point? Like, even if you get going again, you know, what's the point? Just save the car at that point. He's still in the car! Guys, just get him out of the car, please! Yeah, there you go. They're putting him back in the garage now. Bloody hell, like... Please, make his pain stop. Make his pain stop.
Engines died.
Sorry, how is Bottas in sixth? How is Bottas in sixth on the hards? He didn't start on the hards. Did he?
No, still got enough.
It was only Magnussen that started on the hards. How is Bottas ahead of Alonso and Russell? He's ahead of Russell because of the slow stop, but Alonso didn't have a slow stop. How is he ahead of Alonso? Oh, dear. Oh, hold on. They said that Verstappen went back out on softs. But I'm looking at the timing screen and it says he's on hards. So did Crofty just get it wrong? I was listening to Crofty. That was my first mistake. Crofty said that Max is going out on softs, but he didn't, did he? He went out on hards. My timing screen is saying he went out on hards.
An earlier lift.
Yeah, but I got a car right behind me.
Yeah, he is. I'll have a look at the car when it next come round, but it is saying hards now. So it would have been strange for him to go on another set of softs because they would have been used. So I don't think he would have done that. Oh, he is on softs. Oh, so the timing screen is wrong then. Because the timing screen is saying hard tyres to me now. But you're saying he is on softs. Okay. I could just get his driver cam up, I suppose. I could just get his feed up. But... Interesting. So Hamilton's going to go hard. Not Hamilton. Verstappen's going to go Hadz at the end then, presumably. Yeah, Bottas, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Because Bottas started on the softs. And then he changed to the hards. So how the bloody hell did he leapfrog Alonso? I don't understand how he leapfrogged Alonso. Because Alonso wasn't slow. So, I don't know. Yeah, soft again for Perez as well. So they're going to go mediums at the end. So both Red Bulls are going to have done soft, and then they're going to go medium at the end. Whereas... Yeah. Guys, I don't want to break your hearts. Lando Norris is pitting again because of his issue. Oscar Piastri already retired before lap 18. And now Lando Norris, who's been struggling with an engine issue since the start of the race, is now pitting again. So that's going to be a double retirement for McLaren. Rip McLaren, as they say. So surely these cars aren't doing a one-stop, are they? They're not going to the end on these hard tyres, surely. We know that Red Bull have to stop again.
Really, really bad.
But surely the rest of them aren't doing a one-stop, are they? They'll do a two-stop, right? I guess. Yeah, the thing is, right? They're making a good point about this on commentary, and it's true. Red Bull can do whatever the hell they want, and they're going to win this race. They could stop 3 times and still win. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Max could stop 3 times. He could make one more stop than everyone else, and that Red Bull's got enough pace to win. Clearly, it's not even close. Not even close. And so it doesn't matter what strategy they do. They'll get to the end of the race just easily. Alonso's last lap of 38.1. Hamilton's last lap of 38.6. He's catching him at a rate of knots. Russell doing a 38.4. Russell seems a little bit quicker than Hamilton in general, I'd say. He hasn't managed to turn that into track position, but Lewis seems to have been struggling. He did say that he wasn't happy with the car in qualifying and that he hoped that it would come to him in the race, and then he set his car up more for the race, but it doesn't seem to be that he's happy with the race setup either. With how quick that car is, Perez needs to be getting past. He needs to be getting past Charles Leclerc, man.
Don't worry.
Like Perez should be smashing Charles Leclerc as far as I'm concerned. Like Max is 10 seconds ahead. So not even funny, is it?
So we have an issue. We're going to have to stop again next time round.
When do we have to stop?
Next lap.
Next lap?
Yeah, this time.
Oh, man. You may as well put me on a soft.
Oh, poor Lando. Lando's sounding very defeated, isn't he?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 1
Ocon had a 5-second penalty, and now he's been investigated for not serving his penalty properly. He's going to get a penalty for not serving his penalty properly. Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, I'm sorry, Ocon, but that is hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay, Nico, so we are missing some performance from the lap 1, so it is making it very difficult for you, but just do the best you can, and we'll try and keep this tire alive and then see what comes in the race.
Hulkenberg and Magnussen are down in 16th and 17th. Not ideal, is it? Hulk has stopped to go on to the hards, but Magnussen started on the hards, so... So Ocon was in the right box. He was just too far forward in the box. Yeah. He was too far forward. I mean, this is schoolboy error, this is. So, he's got a 5-second time penalty for not being in his pit box properly. Then he comes into the pits, and the way that it works is he has to stay stationary for 5 seconds before they do anything to the car. Well, because he already had a damaged front wing, they started taking the wing off before the 5 seconds. Well, obviously you can't do that, you morons. They know that. They were doing it straight away. I mean, it's bloody slam dunk. Like, they started fettling the car instantly, and then they kind of stopped and went, oh, and then started again.
Really bad. Everywhere.
They know that, though. That's such a daft thing. They know that. They know exactly what they can and what they can't do. It's like, that's such a stupid thing. Such a stupid thing. They usually have a team member that has a stopwatch. They know they can't do that. That's just a really bad communication breakdown there, I think. Perez is chasing down Charles Leclerc now. He is on the soft tyres, though, so you'd expect him to. So presumably Charles Leclerc on all the hard tyre runners, they're going to stop again, right? Interesting. He is catching him at a rate of knots, has to be said. Alonso's catching Lewis by quite a rate as well. That Aston Martin is a lot quicker on race pace. In clean air, for sure. I feel really sorry for Norris. He's such a talented driver, but it just feels like it's going to be another wasted... It feels like it's going to be another wasted season for Norris at McLaren so far, doesn't it? He's... You know, McLaren might get better towards the season, but they're just not... they're not there, are they? Alonso, I don't see Alonso getting third now, to be honest, barring some sort of insane miracle. I mean, if you look at it, he's 18. He's like 19 seconds off third place. So, he's nowhere. I mean, Alonso's definitely going to catch Lewis within the next few laps, for sure. No doubt about that. He's definitely quicker. He was like 4.5 seconds behind him. Now he's 2.5. Like lap-wise, he's doing low. I mean, they're both doing low 38s, but Alonso's is lower. 38.2 from Alonso last time around. 38.4 from Hamilton. It's only a couple of tenths, but it's a couple of tenths every lap. And if you compare Carlos Sainz, Carlos Sainz is pretty much the same as well. Although Lewis did have a better lap that time around. But just to compare this, I know they're on different tyres. Oh, it's hard to compare, actually, because they are on different tyres. Max just did a 37.5, but he's on softs. So, it's hard to really compare. Yeah, Charles Leclerc being told that the DEG on the Hadz is lower than expected. Do we think that the Hadz going to go to the end of the race? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm still not close enough.
Good job.
Zhou Guan Yu. De Vries is up to 14th, actually. I forgot about that. Sonoda's still in 11th. Shout out to Logan Sargent as well, by the way. He's still in 13th place. Halfway through the race. First, really good for him. Perez is in DRS of Charles Leclerc now as well. He should breeze past him. He's on the soft tyres, so. He should breeze past him. Shouldn't be a problem. Ocon's got a 10-second penalty now for not serving his 5-second penalty properly. Oh, God. The shame of getting a 10-second penalty for not serving your 5-second penalty properly. I mean, it's just so stupid, isn't it? It's so stupid. Because not only did you take the 5 seconds, you've now got to take the 10 seconds, and he might not even be planning on stopping again. Ruined. Alonso is managing. He's telling his engineer, they're saying that he's managing. He's catching Lewis and he's managing his tyres. God.
So we are happy with your management now. Happy, this is good.
Yeah, they have more deck, so let's think how to use it. Let's get closer. Let's see what they do.
Perez again down the straight. Oh, is Charles Leclerc going to do the DRS switcheroo again like he did on Max? No, I don't think he's got the traction to do it, Oh, he's got the... Wait, what? He kept the DRS because I thought Charles Leclerc had backed out of it, but Perez still had the DRS, so yeah. That's fine. Max, hey, hello? Max Verstappen? Hey, what? Hello? Max? Yep, Max nowhere to be seen. He's gone. Okay, so Lewis is managing as well. But Alonso's catching him while managing, so... Because Alonso's noticeably closer. I mean, he's been catching him for a while. He's only 1.5 seconds behind now. Imagine if Max just goes on the radio with his engineer. It's like, yeah, should we just have a little chat about 2 weeks' time, what we want to do in the next race? Yeah. What's for food, actually? What's for food? Where are we going tonight? Yeah. Yeah. Back in 1 minute.
And we are going plan A -3. Plan A -3.
Could be, I think plan B could be... Wait a second. Yep, I think plan B could be a solution also. Think about it. It didn't feel too bad.
Understood.
Esteban Ocon has been caught speeding in the pit lane when he served his 10-second penalty. What? What? That's insane. That's insane. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't.
Okay, man. Hopefully the performance is back. Let's just see how we can do on this tire. Maybe get this race back to us somehow.
What did you see? Was it significant?
Yeah, it was a good chunk. It was big.
It felt significant.
I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. Oh, he's been given another 5-second penalty. He's been given another 5-second penalty. That is insane. Honestly, that's insane. It's fucking hilarious, though. can't. I'm really surprised they've left Norris out there. I suppose they're just testing at this point, aren't they? He's how many times? Hold on, let me just check. Norris has pitted 3 times, guys. Norris has pitted 3 times. Twice because of engine issues and various other nonsense. He's changed tyres 3 times. Like, but they've kept him out there. He's dead last. Probably just to get data at this point. You may as well just keep him out there and hope there's a safety car and, you know, etc. But yeah.
I can't manage, has to just on me.
Ooh, Bottas is going to come out into this fight with Albon, Magnussen, and Gasly. Oh, he's ahead of him comfortably. Running an all right race is Bottas. He's in 11th, but he's already done his stops. He's running a really good race. Sleeping dogs. Logan Sargent is up to 9th place, by the way. Does have to stop again, but regardless, that's really good. So Sargent went soft, so he's going to have to run a harder compound tyre at the end, but even still. So Hülkenberg, Norris, Magnussen and Ocon have all been lapped. They're pitting Lewis early because of an undercut. Okay. So they've pitted him so that he doesn't get undercut, but so Lewis has gone for a fresh set of hards. Stroll is also pitting for hards. So Alonso's gone through now back into 5th.
Okay, Lewis, so box.
I wonder if...
My tyres are okay, man. That short my run.
Yeah, they're boxing Sainz as well. Sargent is now pitting as well. He's going to drop down, but it'd be interesting if Sargent can get up there towards the points. Look, I said he wouldn't do that well, but honestly, he's been doing all right. Fair play to him. Credit where credit's due. Credit where credit's due. He's been doing all right.
I'm happy to extend.
Let's give it everything we got.
So Russell is coming in, but Alonso stayed out. Good stop from Russell. Currently, Sainz is behind. Oh, Stroll. Oh, Stroll is so close to Russell.
Truck is getting on the walls now.
Oh, this is going to be close. Stroll's on fresh tyres. They're up to heat. Oh, he's jumped him. He's jumped him. That's what they were worried about. They were worried about the undercut. Yeah. Interesting. No, he's just smashing it, Red. No one's even close to the pace of the Red Bull. Like Max may as well just go on holiday. Easy championship. Easiest thing he'll ever win. Like, he's not been challenged by anyone. He's just been miles ahead the entire race. It's not even been close. Compare this Bahrain Grand Prix to what we had last year. I mean, it's not even close, is it? The Red Bull have just pulled a car out of their ass that's just even better than they had last year. I mean, I'm sure they cheated to do it. JK. Can you imagine if they've broken the cost cap a second time? Imagine that. That would be funny. Yeah, mid-flight. Well, as soon as this Formula 1 finishes, that's what I'm going to go watch. I haven't told Jo that yet. She'll be fine with it. What? Nothing. To be honest, if I don't think they will have, by the way. I'm just talking completely hypothetically. If
we have another time penalty to serve, it's 15 seconds.
Wait. What? What? That was 15 seconds. What was that for? I thought he's already served all his penalties. What? Esteban Ocon, 10-second time penalty for existing. What was I even saying then? Oh yeah, if they... I thought they'd already served his other one. Oh, he hasn't. Okay, that's fine. If Red Bull broke the cost cap again, which I don't think they have, just completely hypothetical, that should honestly impact the penalty they had last year. Because at that point, it's not just a one-off, is it? If they've done it twice, they have 100% gained advantage. So, again, I'm talking hypothetically. I don't think Red Bull will have. I think they'll be very careful this year. Well, last year. This year. No, last year. But, despite all of that, any team that's caught breaching the cost cap once now knows the sort of penalty they're going to get. And it's really just a slap on the wrists. So, it's you know, it's not really a serious penalty, is it? Let's be honest. It isn't. Everyone knows the penalty to expect now, and you can't very well give a different team a different penalty, assuming the amounts are similar. So... So anyway. No, Piastri's been retired for ages. Ocon's well and truly in 19th place. Oh, yeah, but you're saying he retired. Yeah. No, Stoney's right. Ocon is actually in last place. Because Piastri's had to retire, so... Perez is boxing for what tyres? Are they going on mediums? Or are they going on hards? They're going on hards at the end. Okay. They went soft, hard. No, not a great stop when you think of how good the Red Bull stops usually are. It says 2.7 seconds, but that was not 2.7 seconds. Although, maybe that was stationary time because some of his time lost was pulling away. So, Alonso's pitting now. Presumably he's also going to go onto a set of hards. I expect him to be very quick now, going toward the end of the race. Good stop. Good stop. I think Hamilton's... No, he hasn't. I was going to say he was close to Lewis, but I thought he jumped Lewis then. Yeah, not a quick stop for Perez. Oh no, whatever will they do with their gigantic lead? Oh no, whatever will Red Bull do? Whatever will they do? Max is only winning by 38 seconds. Yes, he still has to stop, so he's got a 22-second stop incoming. But put this into context, Max will be, what? 16 seconds ahead of Perez in second place? And who is then 9 seconds ahead of Leclerc? Max will be like 25 seconds off Charles Leclerc in third place. That is mental. It's feeling like the old Mercedes Red Bull era, but switched. You know, when Mercedes were dominating and Red Bull were the next quickest team, but they were miles away. It's like that, isn't it? Alonso's got into DRS on Hamilton. Uh-oh. They're about to pit Max. Box, 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 box. Yeah, it was an okay stop. It's an okay stop. I think Alonso's going to get past Hamilton here. He's real close. I'm delayed by a little bit because I was pausing, Tom. Not by a massive amount, but a little bit. Usually when I'm watching on Sky, I'm flip-flopping around and pausing and rewinding and stuff. Yeah, blitzes past Hamilton, Alonso. Alonso lost the rear a little bit there. Was there contact there? I'm not sure if there was contact there. I need to see that again. But Fernando's so much quicker, like it's not even close. He'll blitz past him on the straight, I think. Alonso will have DRS down the second straight. Lewis will go defensive. And Fernando will just go around the outside. Oh, he didn't. Okay. I thought he was going to get him there. I mean, Alonso just needs to chill a little bit, man. He needs to chill. He's trying to send it in places that he doesn't need to. Just relax, Alonso. What's he doing? Bloody hell. He's got DRS as well, though. Fair play. Like, he's made that work, but that seemed largely unnecessary. He didn't need to be sending it like that. He didn't need to be sending it and taking a risk like that. Because he just didn't need to. It was a lovely move, though.
Let's go.
It was a lovely move. I just think it was very dangerous because he was going to get it via the DRS the next time. Yeah, Alonso just lost it on there wasn't any contact. I mean, I tell you what, it's a great move from Fernando because that's such an easy corner to lock up on. To send it down there and get the car stopped is mighty impressive, to be fair. I think that's why I'm thinking to myself, was that necessary in the sense of, if that goes wrong, do you know what I mean? So, he pulled it off, so hard to argue with it, but bloody hell, if he would have locked a tyre or something, they're both out of the race. So, yeah, fair play. Lovely move. Lovely move. If Lewis holds on to Fernando here, he could maybe just keep in his DRS and Alonso will just pull him along towards Sainz. Just grab a water. 2 minutes.
In testing, in practice, inside on Formula 1, I've been doing these things. Why open at you now?
Yeah, it's
That
very
was a big
smart.
lockup from Lando there.
Come on.
Oh, Ferrari! It's Charles Leclerc! Not again. Not again. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Virtual safety car. Oh, Alonso could definitely get P3 here. It just dies. It just cuts out. Oh, man. Ah, dear. That's pain, isn't it? And that's Wilco, done for the season. They're even going to stop. Is it Max Verstappen they're going to stop? They got such a gap. Or is it Perez? They're going to stop Perez. Okay. I mean, Perez could easily stop and stay ahead of Carlos Sainz. Easily. VSE's ending. It's not bad luck though, lol man. It's not bad luck at this point. It's nothing to do with luck, is it? It's entirely to do with their engine and their car, you know? Fernando can get a podium here. 100%. Fernando can catch Carlos Sainz, I think, and get a podium. Oh, Charles is on the moped ride of shame. Gasly and Albon fighting for 9th and 10th. Hello. With the two Alpha Tauris? Oh. Oh, Sonoda's on softs and Nick DeRees is on hard, so... Hamilton's dropped out of DRS of Alonso now. So he must have made a little mistake that I didn't see. Alonso's only 1.4 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, though. Oi, oi, oi. It's worth noting as well that Carlos Sainz was miles behind Charles Leclerc. And Perez is miles behind, you know, Max Verstappen as well. So... And Esteban Ocon is retiring the car. Yeah, that seems about right, doesn't it? It just, yeah. Alonso's in DRS of Carlos Sainz. Hello. Alonso's coming. He's coming for you. It's a nice move from Yuki Tsunoda, even though he's on fresh tires. Oh, I mean, Alonso's right on Sainz's tail. He's dropped Hamilton by 2 seconds. Oh. I don't see Carlos Sainz holding off Fernando Alonso, do you? Oh, he's gonna get him. He's going to get him. This is a fun little fight. This is our fun little fight until the end.
Try to protect position.
If I push to defend, I might not make it to the end. But okay.
Yeah, I mean, Sainz is saying if I push to defend, I might not make it to the end of the race on these tires. So he's saying, listen, if you want me to hold the position, I'll do it, or you know, I'll try and up the pace, but I probably won't make it to the end of the race if I do that. So
There's no pressure from behind. Just taking it home.
Oh, he's got a good exit there, Alonso. Oh no, maybe he's a little bit too far behind, actually. Hashtag send! Oh, God. Oh, he's got the switchback. Oh, contact! Oh. Oh my God, he's got so much more grip. Oh, he was going to try and do the same move. Oh, Sainz is locked up though. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He's got him. Oh, God, that was close. That was close.
Yeah, it's great timing. With the Red Bull now as well.
Yeah, copy that. Not the luckiest day, but keep going. You're doing good.
Oh my word. Alonso's got so much grip in that car. He was all over the back of the Ferrari. It's like the Ferrari was standing still or something. Bloody hell. Has Sainz got DRS? Yeah, he does. Lewis is now right behind him as well. Because they lost so much time fighting that got Lewis into DRS on Carlos. And do you know what? Despite all of this, Lando's actually a lap down, but he hasn't been dropped by this pack. He's actually right behind them. So he is a lap down, but that's probably even more painful for Lando because he knows that he's actually race pace wise, he hasn't been doing too bad compared to these cars ahead. Oh, Alonso, man. Alonso definitely hit him. I don't know why though. He floored it when he was right there. Okay, Sainz is now out of DRS of he's out of DRS. Alonso's DRS. I'm surprised that Russell and Stroll haven't gained on this group, though.
Gasly, 14 seconds behind. I expect him to drop off soon. I hope.
They've been losing a lot of time, so I'm kind of surprised that they haven't gained. Yeah. Yeah, Gasly's had a great race. Kind of under the radar a little bit. Nick de Vries has been ruined because he didn't pit under the virtual safety car, but a few other cars did. Carlos Sainz looks like he's struggling now, to be honest. Looks like he's struggling for outright traction. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to pit Perez for softs. I mean, I think it would be too much of a risk. Nah, I think the stop time here is like 22 seconds. But with a slow stop, he would be behind Alonso. But obviously, he'd be on fresh tyres, so it wouldn't be an issue. But I still don't think it's a risk they'll bother taking. Oh, Lewis locked up. He's lost time there. He'll have DRS, but... I think so. I think it's like 22 seconds for a stop here. I think it's like 22 seconds. Yeah, it's rough for Lando because, like I say, he's keeping pace with Lewis and Sainz, but he's in 17th a lap behind. You know what I mean? It's rough. Yeah, I just don't think there's a point. They don't need it. It's first race in the season, 1-2. Their main title rival, who you would consider be their title rival, Charles Leclerc, is out of the race. You know, it looks like they've got oodles of pace over everyone. What's the point, you know? What's the point in taking the risk? Hmm.
We are okay on fuel and all these things, no?
Everything is great. Everything is good.
Everything is great. Yeah. He didn't... Carlos Sainz saying he's bouncing a lot, but he didn't look like he was bouncing that much to me. Oh, Lando's pitting now. Why is Lando boxing? Is he pitting or is he retiring? So basically, there's a problem with an air supply on his engine or something, so they have to box consistently to keep topping it back up or something. So yeah, it's an annoyance for him for sure. I actually don't know why they are even carrying on. Just save the engine, no? I don't know. Hamilton doesn't look like he's got the pace to catch Sainz, to be honest. And Stroll has caught them by 2 seconds as well. Yeah, I think the Ferrari's got enough here, to be honest. Yeah, Fernando's really smart. He's already thinking, yeah, I'm just going to take this easy now. I'm going to avoid the curbs. That isn't even just for reliability in this race. That's for reliability when it comes to the entire season and the engine and the stress you're sending through the engine. He doesn't need to take the curbs, so he's not going to. So he's already he's like a chess player, Alonso. He's already thinking 5 moves ahead. I think Lewis has dropped out of DRS now. I think that's over. I don't think he's got the pace to challenge Carlos Sainz. I really don't. Carlos Sainz looks like he's struggling, but I think Lewis looks like he's struggling as well. Like, Lewis is losing time to Lance Stroll behind, so... I think Max is still in this race, right? I think he's there somewhere. Put Fernando in the Red Bull, who wins? I think Max still wins. I don't think that's the fair question, because Max has driven that Red Bull loads. You put them both in a different car that neither of them have driven, who wins then? Put them both in a car that neither of them have driven, who wins on raw talent over the course of a season? Max or Fernando? I still think I'd take... I still think I'd take what the Haas? I still think I'd take Max. I still think Max over the course of a season would just about have enough to take. I mean, it'd be close because Alonso, we know Alonso will drive the wheels off anything. So yeah. To be honest, Wilco, I don't think you're going to miss anything. I have started the football recording. I'm confident you're not going to miss anything exciting between now and the end of the race. What, 5-6 laps are left? As much as I don't like... Maybe saying I don't like him's not fair. As much as I don't really rate Lance Stroll, considering everything he's gone through with his hands and everything... He's getting to the end of the race. He's currently in P6. I think he would take that at the start of the weekend. He's been blitzed by Alonso, but, you know, most people would be. I suppose he's only 11 seconds behind Alonso. It's not that bad. So, given his situation, I think he'd probably take that. So, props where props are due. Fair play to Lance Stroll. Bottas is in 8th, which is excellent. Albon might be scoring a point for Williams in 10th, which would be epic. Alonso's just memeing on the radio now. He's just saying, this is a lovely car to drive. He's just memeing now. He's absolutely memeing. Let's see if he's still saying that at the end of the season.
This is a lovely car to drive.
Yeah. Hulkenberg. I expected a bit more from Hulkenberg, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I mean, Verstappen, man. I hope this isn't going to be what we're going to see now for the rest of the season, because the race pace gap is absurd. It's absurd. Last year, at least in the first few races, Ferrari were matching, Red Bull. But as soon as the race started, Max pulled away, and no one was anywhere near him. He was a second a lap quicker. Like when Toto said that Red Bull were a second a lap quicker on race pace, people scoffed. Yeah, okay. But they genuinely are. They genuinely are a second ahead of everyone. Interesting. Hulkenberg getting a 5-second time penalty. Not that it changes anything. Doesn't change anything. Yeah, Pierre Gasly, man, 11 places.
Car won't turn it.
Really, it's really good,
Yeah,
though.
copy that, Lance,
Really
copy
good
that.
race
As
from
I
Pierre
mentioned
Gasly.
earlier, we can't push the front like that. Lock up is not going to work.
Fair play. Yeah, Hulk's been maybe a little bit unlucky. I mean, both Hasses haven't looked very good, have they? But even still. Oh, there's Max Verstappen. There he is. Alonso's just having a little chat on the radio. Like, Alonso's not, he's not even worried anymore. He's like, yeah, great job, guys. Yeah. He's finding out what's going on with Lance. You know, just chatting away. He's like, it's not even difficult for him. Oh, dear.
Lando, we've had our third strike. Track limits turn 7. We must not get any more.
Yeah, checkered flag for a really difficult race for Max. He had to really work for this one. And he had to really earn it because the competition was so fierce. You know, they had Ferraris 20 seconds behind. He had his teammate 15 seconds behind. He had the Mercedes 40 seconds behind. He had Alonso 35 seconds behind. Everyone was so close to him. But he survived the pressure to bring home what was easily the most difficult win of his career so far. Max Verstappen was really, really on it today to beat out the fierce competition. In other news, though, Ferrari being Ferrari again and retiring a car due to a fucking engine problem again. Like, come on. Oh dear. Final lap for Max Verstappen. Just chilling. Having a lovely time. Adrian Newey's just there like, that's right. Just the one VSC, yeah. And then you've got, I mean, Perez has been nowhere near Max, has he? Same car, blitzed the field, and he was stuck behind Charles Leclerc for like half the race. So Perez is actually, you're right, Perez is lucky to get second place.
What tire are these? They don't feel so much grip.
Soft tires 1 lap out.
Albon's going to finish in 10th. That's good for Williams getting a point first race. Sargent's going to finish 12th, which is impressive, to be honest. If that was Nicholas Latifi, he'd be in last. Not a great race for Nick de Vries, has to be said. But both AlphaTauris are going to be out of the points. Solid race from Gasly. Obviously, Alonso, we know. I thought Sainz was pretty much nowhere the entire race. Hamilton did all right, but ultimately lacking in pace. Stroll, for everything that he had, impressive. Russell's kind of been nowhere all day. Russell. Also, really good race from Valtteri Bottas. He just plodded along. Snuck in 8th place. Fair play for him. Especially considering his teammate, Joe Guan Yu, is down in bloody 16th. So, yeah. Max Verstappen wins the most exciting Bahrain race in history. There you go. Yeah, wasn't great, was it? It was look. The race was fine. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. I think that there wasn't any competition really at all for the podium positions. Like there wasn't competition. It wasn't exciting. Great result for Aston Martin, though, and Fernando Alonso. They're really happy with that. I mean, Fernando was fantastic. He raced so well. The overtake on Hamilton was excellent. You know, that car had so much grip, though. And Fernando's, you know, a beast behind the wheel, so, yeah, he loves that. But everyone is so far behind Red Bull. They're so far ahead. It's crazy. Crazy. So, yeah. 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 Bearing in mind, he blitzed last season and he retired in the first race. So, easy for Red Bull, to be honest. Easy. Easy. There we go. There we go. It is what it is, and it is what it isn't. But not a particularly exciting race, to be honest. Not a particularly exciting race, but that's that. And that is going to be that. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go watch the football, probably. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend, everyone. I will see you on the flip side. Thank you for tuning in and watching the race with me. I will be back tomorrow for a live stream, obviously on the Twitch. There is a video going live tomorrow evening as well, which is pretty interesting. So overall, yeah. Interesting race. Smash that like. I will... I'm going to pop a YouTube short live on the channel right now, so look out for that. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Yes, mate. Well done. That's P3.
Yes! What you have done, guys. What you have done. I'm so proud of you. This is amazing.
That's for Jim.